Welcome back to the Three Kingdoms Overlord walkthrough and guide. We are going to continue right where we left off, making it through the commoner game. This video will be a little bit shorter. Basically just going to go give a quick guide kind of through weapons and how to power up your heroes slash generals, and we'll get right into it as the game loads here. So game's always a little bit slow to load. So when we last left off, we'd captured two cities, Chenkang and Chang'an, and this is again the tutorial mode. We have basically 5 cities left to capture. So really, this is kind of like a very abbreviated version of the common map, which is the most frequently played map you'll be in. We're going to keep collecting some prizes here. And what we really want to do is kind of overnight your troops to accumulate. And so as the hours go by, so we're right now going to do a quick replenish here. And you can have up to 6 troops at the lower levels. Right now, we're 6 generals. We've got 5, really kind of 4.5, but that's should be sufficient here. And what we're going to do is it's going to kind of be like a pincer movement of sorts, or we're going to attack on 2 fronts basically. So here we're running this way, and we got one of the combo bonuses in here. We're going to go into the city, and again you can access the army menu from here as well. And we're going to reload here as well. Again, just a bunch of level 1 generals. It's going to be perfectly good enough for now. And we're going to go this way. You notice, because it's a little bit farther, it does take longer, 12 minutes instead of 10 in this case. The marching times vary depending on the game mode, depending on the map. But 10 minutes is a pretty good guide, and each boost, again, 50% off marching time. You notice that the quest wants us to transport reserve troops to Chenkang, so we're going to do that right now. There's this transport button. Transports go considerably faster, just go in the friendly places, considerably faster than actual enemies. Like with the war, it's a minimum of 10 minutes. Here we're making this transfer, and it's literally 2 minutes per basically city it is away. So picked up some marching boosts. That's always nice because it wants us to use 4 marching boosts now, and we're going to do that. Or we've already used 4 of them here, but we'll use 2 on this. You got to use these a little bit carefully in the actual game. Just you don't have an infinite number, but in a map where you think you have serious winning chances, you absolutely should use them. So while we wait for the battles to start here, we're going to just go through some of the open things. Overcomer's still not available to us. We don't have a neutral hero. But as soon as we do, we're going to hit that mode. Again, we still don't have access to State League, so nothing there. Friends, let's see if there's any new mail. Thanks for the account safety. Our stratagems, when this research hits cooldown 0, that means you're kind of burning time. We want to reload these as best as we can. Reservation boosts are really good at low levels. 10,000 troops gives you a big advantage. These aren't so helpful, but I just never like to be sold out of anything. The marching boosts, again, they're the quickest to research, but you go through them pretty fast, so definitely some here. And it's best to just, spend what you got, and then in a day we can come back and do this again. Got 12 more marching boosts, and now we need to update a hero to level 4. So here's the experience system. This is our battle log. We've attached Chenkang and Chang'an. When we beat Chang'an, we got 12,000 experience, and when we beat Chenkang, we got 6,000 experience. It's tied to the number of troops you have, and to some extent the level you're at. When you win on defense, it's half the number of experience you get as offense. Again, because defense is pretty passive, you're not actually doing anything, they're coming to you. Should win this one pretty easily, I think. But we need to pick a hero to level up here in a second as soon as these battles are over. You can notice we also now have access to the shop. There are 3 ways you level up your heroes. Before we go to the shop, let's just pick a hero here. Again, Lady Bow. She's level 1. Purple heroes grow at 8 points. Split these 4 methods. But each star they get will increase this growth rate by 20%. At the commoner rank, you can't get past level 4 for a hero. That's the maximum level. So I want to see... Okay, we have half of the combo I want here. We're going to pick Mi-Fang for a second. One thing you want to be careful is Mi-Fang in most games is more considered just a fighting general, not a intelligence general. But in this game, he's an intelligence general, weirdly enough. But we are going to level him up. And he's now level 4. So we've done that, and that you can see increased his stats. And then if we give him stars, he's going to, right now he's gaining 7 points per level. Retroactively and going forward, he gets 8.4, so we gave him even kind of a little bit more of a boost here. So we've done that, we've completed the mission. Get 50,000 experience for that, which is going to be helpful. It's going to let us get other troops leveled up here. You get the experience from capturing cities. So we fought these last 2 cities, picked up 11,000 and 10,000 experience respectively. We're up to 21,000 more. You can see here we are low on troops. What we can do is just quickly disband, kind of get out of this bad situation. And we're actually going to kind of replenish from Chen Kang. We're going to quickly disband here. And we're going to put together some form of an army. But first, we're going to go through the 3rd way that you can early on power up heroes. There's more as the game proceeds. But the initial ways, again, as we mentioned, let's go to Mi-Fang. He's level 4. So you can do it that way. You can give him stars. I think Ma-Su might have a star too. Yep, Ma-Su has a star. And then the 3rd way is by giving it gear, and that's found right here. We don't have any gear right now, so we're going to go get gear 2 ways. One, we had completed some quests that gave us 5 orange gear packs. This is expensive gear. We got 960,000 silver because they give you a decent amount to start with. Each piece of orange gear is worth 200,000 coins. You can always sell it back for half the cost. We're going to use all of our orange gear, might as well. And we've got a knife, a sword, a fan, and a spear. And those are all weapons. We didn't get any armors or horses, unfortunately, but the weapons do come a little bit more easier. You notice we can sell back for half the price. We can also enhance this. Enhancing it will give basically half the benefit as just giving it outright. Typically, I recommend giving all of your heroes in your main team a weapon before you look to enhance. You don't want to have someone going in on arms because you get 22 points. But for the sake of this video, we're going to enhance this. You notice we're gaining 11 extra points on this. This is going to be a pretty good weapon, but we can't actually even enhance yet. We're too low ranked. So what we're now going to do, Mi-Fang will get this sword. And that makes him just stronger. You notice we just got some extra points there. So if we remove, he had 81 intelligence. And now he's got 103. We gave him some aura as well. So he's going to be able to block a lot more. We're going to finish leveling this guy up. And give him a fan. And let's level up his brother as well. You see, he also needs a fan. We're actually going to take it off of Ma-Su. I guess that's unfortunate for him. So now that we've got some heroes with some gear, we're gonna create a lineup here. I think we are gonna put Mi-Fang in the front row, even though he's more of an intelligence-based hero. He is defensively minded, so doesn't necessarily mean your intelligence heroes have to go in the back. And need some fighting heroes to pair with this. Seems as good of a choice as any. And then in the back, Ma Liang. Ma Su. And we'll just put Yang Yi here. Now we're getting closer to a proper army. We're going to just take down Liu Yang here. This is a... And again, for the sake of the video, we're just marching boost this also just to get out of this mode as quickly as possible. We've got a time-limited event. We've used 20 marching boosts, so we get a bonus here. Basically a rebate of some of our items we spent. And we want to make a second set of armies from here, so quick replenish. Out of curiosity, what are her combo skills? Okay, nothing we can really use. That looks as... Maybe switch this around. Put him in the front. Seems reasonable. Okay, so now we've already sent one to Liu Yang. We're sending a second over to Hexy. And again, speed this up. And now we're going to go into the shop. This is where you can buy more gear. There are 5 levels of gear. And then there's some unique gear even beyond that, but that's not, we're not going to touch that for a long time. There's gray, which is common, green, blue, which is 50,000 per gear, purple, which is 100,000, and orange, which is 200,000. This is Tama. She's the shopkeeper. As you refresh, it gains intimacy. The higher, and so right now it's level 1. As the levels go up, the higher the odds you get good gear. We're going to go through a full refresh here. You can see the green's 20. I don't recommend purchasing gray or green gear. You're going to be selling it so quickly and kind of just lighting money on fire. The minimum I'd start with is blue, but I'd really aim for purple. We might not see very much purple. And you can notice here again, this fan's 10 grand. Intelligence is 12. This fan's intelligence is 20. Even with this fan enhanced, I think it only gets to 18. So green's relatively a better value. We can't even enhance yet. So you don't ever want to pay ingots for these deeds. This will give you 10,000 silver, this particular one. Not worth it, usually. So it'll always ask you, though, when you get purple gear or a deed, like it'll kind of stop you from refreshing through. We do want to pay 5,000 for 10,000 silver. That's a no-brainer. So you buy those every chance you get. We just sell that back for a profit. And this is, we almost skipped through this, but this is something we're very interested in buying. And we've purchased it. Very interested in buying this as well. And meanwhile, this intimacy just keeps on ticking up, as you can see, every refresh. Half an hour initially, it does reduce eventually to 20 minutes. Okay, we got a horse. This will be illustrative. And we are done here. So, hero, let's give, wherever Mifang is, we're going to give him some gear here. He's going to get this armor. And if you do this, we'll see the defense rating. Right now we don't have any defense at all. Nope, he's already in a battle, so we can't do it right now. We're going to have to wait. We'll watch this battle real quickly. Again, with some of our heroes now at level 4, the AI still at level 1. We're starting to put together some synergy, some combo bonuses. This should be a fairly convincing win. We started with 7,300 troops. They had 13,000, but that's not going to make a difference. One of the things you will find in this game is, like, there's some battles where, the sides might look level, but they're not even close to level. Someone will kill 50,000 and only lose like 100 or even less, especially when some of the troops have healing. They just healed there for basically 1,000 troops. I mean, I think that's Xung Yu, the tactician at the back, that did the healing, he used his ability. And this battle should be over fairly soon, I would guess. Just take down the wall. Lose a little bit each time you get hit from the castle wall, but this is not going to take long from here. And one more round should do it. And we have Liu Yang. Okay, so we're here. We've lost some troops. What we're going to do is you can either transport troops, or we can also do what's called the rally button. We're going to rally some troops and just pull from here and here. Should give us enough to fully replenish. And while we're doing this, waiting for those troops to arrive, you'll notice that there's a timer here. We can speed this up. I think we're at least going to speed up this one. So over the next 2 minutes, we'll go through Mi Fang here as this hero. You hit this button, it kind of gives you a deeper dive. You know, it's physical attack 222, physical defense 140. You can see the max troops here of 1246. So when we give it this horse, this troops number is going to go up. Gone from 1246 to 1800. That's a big deal. And then let's just go and see what the physical defense was again. 140, strategic defense 103. This is more going to defend against physical attacks. We gained 108, but also a little bit of strategic defense as well. So this is pretty powerful. He's more or less fully kitted out, certainly for this level. So as we go through here, like ideally you want to have all of your heroes, especially in your main party, with both an armor, a weapon, and horse, all three. That's what you definitely want. It's a question of when you spread out resources. There are times when you just want to be attacking on multiple fronts, and you might be, I would say, semi-bluffing with an army. Maybe it's not leveled up as high. Maybe it's not the best generals. Probably doesn't have the gear you want. This game's about resource management. You could obviously just rip your credit card and very inefficiently get yourself kitted out for the level, but the game is designed for you to get kind of where you need to without having to do that. So we're going to quickly replenish here. One of the things you notice is, like, these two heroes died out. They were level 1, but we actually want them in the front row. So as soon as we get the chance here, and we got the rest of the troops that arrived, we want to move them back. Masu out of the way. And this should be the last hero getting taken down here, or the last city taken down. So 2.5 minutes will be starting, but we'll go into some different maps where you just kind of have to make a decision. Like, you definitely want to have one main party, and the reason that's better than your other parties, and the reason for that, especially early on, is if you can't crack your opponent's best army, you're gonna have a very hard time wiping them off the map completely, as long as they're paying attention and replenishing troops. If you could maybe just brute force, kind of the equivalent of like a Zerg rush, to use an old term, where you just send like 100,000 troops at their 10,000 multiple attacks, but that's a tough way of doing things. So having one party that can crack a party is really important. At the higher levels, there's definitely a rock, paper, scissors element. Some armies do well against other types of armies, but this far low, it's really more a matter of kind of brute force, just having everything leveled up. We continue to pick up experience here. I'm only holding off on leveling these up because I'm hoping that we can actually get some heroes that I'm more interested in leveling up. Just recruit 5 more tokens here, see if we get lucky. Okay, I wanted this one because that pairs with Mi Fang. I wanted this one too. So far, so good. And then we got, again, 30 war souls because we got a duplicate, which Wursels are your friend. That is a choke point on resources for sure. We know for sure, or I know for sure, one of the reasons I'm so interested in Mizu is he combos with Mi-Fang, and this dodge ability at low levels is absolutely lethal. Does not become very important at all higher up, but what we are going to do is definitely level him up to 4. That is just a no-brainer. And so what I want my party of level 4s to look like is Masu, Ma Liang, Mizu, and Mi-Fang, and then we're going to have 2 more heroes here at level 4, and I think Yang Yi and Fei Yi go together, and they do. So we're going to just level this one up to 4. And this one also up to 4. And this is basically the last city for us to conquer. Should go pretty smoothly, and once this is over, we get promoted right away to Balliff. That will be the next video because that opens up some new game modes, and we'll go through those. It's also going to be our first foray into player versus player, so bear with me, and this battle should be over in under a minute, and we will have made it out of commoner rank, which you love to see it. And we have won. We've united the lands. We get a prize. It's like Emperor experience. We are out of the tutorial. And what you're going to see is this opens up some new modes. This is the first player versus player map. You're here for exactly, I think, 1 battle, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 other people. Not all of them English. There is a translate feature in the chat. They want us to bind the game. We're not doing that. Again, this is meant to be a disposable account. 600,000 hero experience is massive, but you're going to see we're going to burn through that pretty fast. We need to reach Emperor level 10, which we've already reached. Keep hitting the wrong button here. Another 100 ingots, that's nice. And the next quest we actually literally have to wait 7 days for, but we'll get there in the end. And we'll see you back for the next video in a few hours.